This is a silent war without smoke or fire, a judgment Tywin had long awaited. Whether Tyrion killed Joffrey mattered little to Tywin. He sought to exploit the situation, to execute his own scheme. Witness after witness faced Tyrion, exaggerating conflicts between Joffrey and Tyrion as motive for regicide. The Grand Maester falsely claimed Tyrion stole the wedding poison from him. Varys the Spider joined Cersei's side, though uninvolved in Joffrey's death. His vast intelligence network surely knew the truth. Tyrion couldn't refute them, nor change the predetermined outcome. During recess, Jaime confronted Tywin, the only soul in King's Landing, who cared for Tyrion's fate. Jaime begged his father to halt the trial, but Tywin hid behind empty justice. When Jaime made his offer, Tywin accepted without hesitation.
I'll leave the king's guard. You'll take my place as your son and heir if you let Tyrion live. Done.
Jaime finally understood. This was Tywin's true aim. The Lannister succession crisis had tormented Tywin endlessly. Jaime's Kingsguard vows barred him from inheritance by law. Cersei's Tyrell marriage and Tyrion's dwarf status made them unfit heirs. Tywin's pride would never allow it. Only Jaime satisfied Tywin, and Joffrey's death provided the perfect solution. Thus Tywin watched coldly as Tyrion stood accused while manipulating Jaime. He exploited their brotherly bond, knowing Jaime would plead for mercy, the old lion's masterstroke. Jaime offered Tyrion a deal: plead guilty after trial, beg for mercy, and Tywin would spare him. Exile to the Night's Watch. Tyrion was skeptical but hopeful. Time ran short for explanations. Tyrion froze at the final witness, the woman he loved. Shock and betrayal filled his eyes. His composure crumbled. Shae, his beloved, stood accusing. He desperately wished for a single ally in this farce. When Shae claimed Tyrion conspired with Sansa to kill Joffrey, all hope died. He could bear Cersei's lies, but Shae's betrayal pierced his heart. To make everyone here believe her relationship with the imp, Shae publicly recited those sweet words that once moved Tyrion's heart. Pet names like my lion, my Lannister giant now became tools to humiliate him. She claimed all was forced upon her. Each cutting word stabbed like daggers through his heart. His lover's betrayal shattered Tyrion's last defense. The dwarf chose to confess.
Papa, I wish to confess. I wish to confess.
Now he finally realized he'd never earned Tywin's approval.
I saved you. I saved the city. All your worthless lives. I should have let Stannis kill you all.
Confession served Tywin's purpose, but Tyrion didn't kill Joffrey. He told his father, my real crime.
I'm guilty of being a dwarf.
You're not on trial for being a dwarf.
I've been on trial for that my entire life. I did not kill Joffrey, but I wish that I had. I wish I was the monster you think I am. I wish I had enough poison for the whole pack of you. I would gladly give my life to watch you all swallow it.
His words dripped with bitter resolve. He knew justice was impossible here. Won't die for Joffrey's murder. The dwarf chose trial by combat.
I demand a trial by combat.
Before proceedings began, his fate was already sealed. A bloodless battle unfolded. This was the dwarf's true trial. Even without Shae's testimony, Tyrion would still be convicted. Tywin wanted him utterly abandoned, completely isolated. Only Podrick remained loyal. The squire stood by him. In the dungeon, Pod revealed bribery attempts, land and title for false testimony. Tyrion urged him to accept, thinking it his only choice, but the squire refused. Trial by combat became his last hope. But in these circumstances, no champion would fight for him. Jaime had lost his sword hand. Even the lowest soldier is hard to beat. Tyrion had two trials by combat. The first was at the Eyrie, when Catelyn accused him of killing Bran. Bronn was his champion then, and won the trial, saving Tyrion's life. The second is here, now. Tyrion hopes Bronn will fight for him, once again, but now Bronn is a knight in Cersei's service, and betrothed to a noble lady. He's no longer a free agent, and Tyrion can't offer Bronn double the price. Besides, Cersei chose the Mountain, a brute, weighing the odds. Bronn has no reason to fight for Tyrion. That night, when Tyrion was desperate, Oberyn Martell came to his cell.
I will be your champion.
The day of the trial by combat arrived. In Westeros, trial by combat is a fair way to settle disputes. The two sides fight to the death, and the survivor wins the trial. Considered innocent, but you must believe, the gods will favor the righteous. Oberyn volunteered despite Tywin and Cersei because the mountain killed his sister. For revenge, Oberyn had waited a long time, and finally had his chance. The mountain wore heavy armor, and was known for his strength. Against such power, Oberyn knew he couldn't win easily, so he used his agility and speed to wear down the mountain. Gradually, Oberyn gained the upper hand. He stabbed the mountain several times. Finally, Oberyn critically wounded him. Tyrion saw a glimmer of hope, but Oberyn, seeing the mountain down, began to vent his years of anger. Suddenly, the mountain struck a fatal blow. The situation reversed instantly. It was unexpected by everyone, so Tyrion lost the trial by combat, and Cersei finally breathed a sigh of relief. Before everyone, Tywin announced the final verdict. Tyrion would be executed. During the fight, Oberyn's weapon was poisoned, but he didn't wait for it to take effect. He failed to avenge his sister, and lost his own life. Qyburn saved the mountain, twisting him into a monster. In the Red Keep's dungeon, Tyrion awaited his fate. Suddenly, the cell door opened. It was Jaime. He was there to free Tyrion, though unsure if his brother killed Joffrey. Jaime still believed in Tyrion. At the crossroads of escape, Tyrion stopped at the path to his father's chambers. He couldn't accept defeat. Tyrion made one last decision. He entered Tywin's quarters, only to find Shae in his father's bed. Shae never expected to see Tyrion here. She grabbed the nearest blade. Lovers turned enemies in an instant. Tyrion tearfully ended Shae's life. Shae truly loved Tyrion. Why then did she betray him? In this chaotic world, she sought a more powerful protector. Thus she turned to Tywin. I believe love turned to bitterness. Tywin had warned Tyrion to abandon his brothel connections. Yet Tyrion couldn't part with Shae. He hid her with Sansa. As tensions escalated, at Joffrey's wedding, Cersei exposed Shae to Tywin. When Tyrion discovered this, he tried to send Shae away. Knowing her stubborn nature, she'd never flee from danger. So Tyrion cruelly pushed her away. Hurtful lies left his lips.
Sansa is fit to bear my children, and you are not. I can't be in love with a whore. I can't have children with a whore.
Shae mistook his protection. His cruel words shattered her heart. In Tyrion's eyes, she remained just a whore.
I am a whore.
Tyrion gripped the necklace tightly, a gift he'd given Shae, numbly eyeing the crossbow. His gaze turned murderous. He found Tywin in the privy, a confrontation unforeseen. Though surprised, Tywin showed no fear, confident his son wouldn't pull the trigger. But when he sneered, mocking Shae's station, she's just a brothel wench.
You're no son of mine. I've always been your son.
Tywin Lannister never imagined such an undignified end. Born to wealth, yet cursed by his birth, now stripped of everything, Varys arranged their escape. From King's Landing they fled. The purple wedding changed all. A catalyst for chaos. Master schemers departed, abandoning the capital. Littlefinger to the Eyrie. Olenna returned to Highgarden. Tywin Lannister died in the privy. Now Cersei, Margaery and the High Sparrow became the most powerful trio in King's Landing. Tyrion is now wanted by Cersei, with nowhere left to hide. Following Varys' counsel, he sets out to join Daenerys, but gets captured by Jorah Mormont. Though this is their first meeting, Tyrion deduces from their conversation and scattered house sigils on the ship that he's Varys' informant, former spy Jorah Mormont, unmasking his true motives and his exile from Daenerys' court. To reach Meereen quickly, Jorah chooses a dangerous route through Valyrian ruins, once a glorious civilization, where noble houses commanded countless mature dragons. Destroyed by the doom, a massive shadow appears in the sky, the grown dragon Drogon. Tyrion's awestruck by the ancient beast. Though he knew dragon legends, reality proves more astonishing. As they navigate the ruins, stone men infected with grayscale attack them. Jorah touches infected flesh, saving Tyrion, contracting grayscale. Losing their boat, they take an alternate path. Misfortune compounds as slavers capture them. Tyrion's wit remains sharp. He outsmarts their captors. Learning from the slavers, Daenerys reopened the fighting pits and abolished slavery in Meereen. When threatened with resale, Tyrion devises an escape.
You are looking at one of the great warriors in the Seven Kingdoms.
Take me to Slaver's Bay. Put a sword in my hand. I'll prove my worth.
Sold at premium price, they enter the fighting pits. Tyrion finally meets Daenerys, their historic first encounter.
My name is Tyrion Lannister.
House Targaryen and Lannister are foes. My presence here requires great courage to survive and stay by your side. I must demonstrate my value. First declaring allegiance, breaking with House Lannister, sharing your ultimate goal, vengeance, then analyzing your weaknesses, great armies and dragons you possess, but lack strategic counsel. You need Westerosi governance knowledge, and family strengths/weaknesses. As former Hand of the King, I have ruling experience. His words strike true. addressing her critical gaps.
Very well. What would you have me do with him?
Dany is testing Tyrion with Yora. From the day she banished Yora, she vowed to execute him if he returned. Now, Yora stands before her. How can a queen who breaks her word be trusted? After understanding the situation, Tyrion shared his thoughts. First, Yora's betrayal was out of desperation. Second, he didn't tell Dany. Because Yora loves her deeply, he feared her rejection, and didn't believe he'd be forgiven. Most importantly, Yora is loyal, but he did betray her,